Firstly, sorry it's been so long. But good news is I'm back, and I really freaking hope I enjoy it again like I used to. Not saying that, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway, had some shit going on in life, just like all of us, and yeah, I think this is going to be a good thing for me. So to kick things off, I'm going to give away some stuff because, yeah, I guess that makes me feel happy. So what I'm going to do is, at random, one of you guys who basically shares this video or one of your favorite videos of my YouTube series, or not series, but you know, any one of my videos on YouTube, share it, tag my YouTube channel, and yeah, basically just get some people to check out some of my videos, you know, create some exposure for me. I'm not gonna lie, it's a marketing gig, and someone at random will get one of these crazy good snap-on little toolboxes. They're a Bluetooth wireless speaker, and there's also a Connect 4, snap-on Connect 4 going. So these are obviously brand spanking new, still in their pack. And yeah, I'll just pick 2 people at random who either share this video saying Squid's back or whatever, or one of my old ones. So yeah, it should put the fire back in me, I hope. But anyway, what is going to put the fire back in me is this bad boy, the RBM3. So it's up on jack stands because I'm actually trying to get it ready to go and run it. So we got some interesting things happening here. I got a set of gears from ASD over in America. They supplied me with the Winters diff in this car many years ago. Ian and Bonnie are amazing people. They also do a lot for Vaughan Gittin. I believe Ian works for him now, almost full time. Actually, don't take my word for that, I'm not 100% sure. Also, obviously got Sonny, for those that do know and follow my social media. I went out 2 weeks ago to enter the Drifting SA series, round 2. It was a horrific week leading up to it. Lots of things happening in the background, which then some things really evolved. Anyway, had some gunk in the fuel system somehow. I'm going to blame it on this additive that I was using, or I got some sort of bad fuel from Sydney. Not real sure, but long story short, it like went through the fuel filter, like it was like a liquid, but then it turned into a glue. So yeah, the filter was stuffed. All the fuel pumps were wrecked. I got 3 of them in there, and then all the injectors were stuffed as well. So I had to race down to Salika Spares the day before the event and spend a nice $2,000 on all new stuff just so I could make it. And then yeah, got to the event, had a few little misfiring issues. The porcelain on the new spark plugs that I got was cracked. There's something I should have looked at before I installed them, but because I bought brand new plugs, I just, you just put them in. So when you guys do buy spark plugs from shops, if they're in a single pack, like just on their own, like this, just seriously, because they're getting so expensive, like when you add them all up, they're like $8 each or whatever, just open them and check the porcelain. So all you got to do is crack them open like that, and just check the white bit. Run your finger over it, and if there is a crack, you'll notice it pretty bloody quick. But that one's all good. Like, I don't mean do it. I mean, yeah, you can do it at the bench while they're trying to slug you a crap load of money for them. But yeah, I got 12 the other week, and 2 or 3 of them had cracks in them. So yeah, it's just they could have dropped them when they were putting them in their store or whatever. But anyway, just something to keep an eye out for. Don't want you guys losing money. So then obviously finally got to the event. Made up some sweet new tyre racks too for the enclosed trailer as well. That's something else you guys have missed. Yeah, I've been away for a long time. And then first lap, after we had the missing issues resolved, tail shaft. Oh, sorry, the diff locked up. So the pinion gear, the gear that runs off this fella, a tooth chipped off, locked up in the gear on the diff, and then diff locked up, the uni on the tail shaft completely sheared in a million pieces. Tail shaft turned into a frickin' paddle pop stick, and yeah, damaged the tunnel, made a mess. Don't have a spare tail shaft. I had a spare diff, that's obviously already in the car. And yeah, that was me done for the weekend. So yeah, that was a pretty crap weekend. And yeah, it did even get more worse. But anyway, that's that. Let's focus on the old RBM3 now, because I'm still waiting on tail shaft for this one. Otherwise I would have taken that out. But I really want to drive my RBM3 because I freaking miss this thing. And yeah, so all I've done so far is just drain the oil. So easy on this thing. The tank's in the boot, and then I take the dry sump belt off and run this with another belt just on a drill bit. So run the belt around the bottom, put your drill in here and spin it, and then it will just pump your whole system of all the oil. And then yeah, obviously fill it back up again. So that's that. So what we're going to do now is I'll just explain how I'm going to change these diff gears, because it's the best thing about these Winters diffs. I can literally change the gears in 5 minutes, like to a different ratio. That's pretty cool. And I did find out that you should only have these diff gears in the back for a maximum of basically 12 months. I assume that's if you're running the car all the time, but yeah, the diff gears in here have been in there for like 5 years, so I'm probably going to retire them. I'll engrave them like I do with my gearbox stuff, and send them out to some of you guys just as like a thank you. So that will be incoming. But these are pretty cool. I'm going to explain how it all works. I've never actually changed the diff ratio the whole time I've had this, because the car revs so high. I've never needed to worry about changing ratios and whatever else. It's got a pretty good power band. But I'm going to put 5 diff gears in it to make it really freaking zippy. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's get into it. Rightio, so it's got a heap of bolts obviously around the whole outside of this diff. So I've already buzzed all them off. The oil's already drained because I had it draining overnight. This cover is a little bit cactus because I run the car so low it's hit the bottom of the diff a little bit. So anyway, there's a couple of bearings on this side. Yep, that doesn't get touched. So that's the diff gears in it. Right now I have a 22 and a 21 tooth gear. So 22's on the top, 21's on the bottom. The new ones going in are 22 and 20. I just gotta have a look, make sure I'm doing this right. Righto, so when swapping these over as well, guys, you're not actually allowed to like interchange them with other gears. So you can easily just swap this gear out here with this one and put that one on the top and this one in the bottom, and now you have a new ratio, right? that's okay, that's fine, you can do that. But you can't swap one of these with someone else, like with another gear set. So we're taking them out, and the writing's only on one side of these. So whatever side that is, I'm just going to go clean these up actually. Righto guys, so this is the new gear set. Put the bigger gear on the top and the littler gear on the bottom. This is essentially going to give me 4 or 5 diff gears. If I put the big gear at the bottom, little gear at the top, it'll give me 3 7s. So yeah, 4 or 5 diff gears. And I had 411 just before. Interesting, huh? So now, yeah, I've got to fill the whole diff up. Because I left it draining out overnight, everything from the front compartment leaks through the back and into this little tub here. So, cool. Righto, so diff is done. It ended up sucking up freaking 3 litres of oil, which it's been a long time since I've done it, but yeah, I feel like that's a fair bit of oil, but it is a big freaking 10-inch diff, so yeah, I'll let it sink into the back cavity too, so all up it took about 3 litres. So every time you change the gears in the back, that should only have about 500ml in the back compartment. So all the drift teams in America, they got this little tray that they just sit at the bottom, buzz it off, the oil drops into the tray, they swap the gears. If they're in a hurry, you don't actually have to refill it, that 500ml, but it is ideal to put 500ml back in. But you can get away with it once, I believe. And then yeah, they just use like a sauce bottle and put 500ml back down into, I can actually put it into this here, because that's a diff breather. So I can just put it in the top of that and it'll funnel back down into the back of the winters there. So, on to the next thing. It's got a full Wisefab kit in the back here. Yeah, it's just a bolting kit, and to be honest, I've literally bolted the kit in and never looked at it ever again. Haven't changed the alignment, haven't changed any settings whatsoever. Whatever length they came, squared it up on the alignment machine and just never ever touched it. If I wanted grip, I just put a big ass tyre on it, it'd give it to me. If I wanted more grip, drop the pressures. The thing's been pretty damn good. The only thing this car can't do is grip up on a skinny tyre. I really should be playing with springs and the alignment and checking to see the dynamic toe as well, because I don't even know where this wheel pivots and turns under load. So yeah, haven't really got it into good competition form yet, but it's all here ready to do it. But yeah, so what I've done is I've just ripped out what I believe is the traction rod, but there's kind of 2 here. So this one that goes down to the bottom to the top, I've just got it on the snap-on box here. So I ripped them both out. I just cleaned this one up, that was a second handy. So that's from the passenger side, that's from the driver side. I got 2 new ones from Wisefab. I bought these yonks ago, because when I was looking at these under the car, it looked freaking bent. Like you figure that's sort of where it sits, and then you got your rod angling down. Yeah, it turns out it's not bent. Put it up next to this other one, and yeah, it's exactly the same. Same with that side. So yeah, as you can see, this is how they come from Wisefab. And yeah, when I bolted it in, I didn't even change the length. I just, yeah, should be right. So anyway, I bought these pairs for nothing. Oh, they're good spares now. Just need to afford all the other frickin' arms. They're so expensive. God. So yeah, I'll put the old ones back in. That's all sweet. I'm going to play around with the dynamic toe on it. Just see what I can do there. I don't know how good I'm going to get it. I don't really want to mess around with it too much, because yeah, I just want good tyre wear, to be honest. The next time I drive it, I'm just going to have fun. So yeah, grip's no biggie. After that, we'll play around with the front, because I've never touched that either, and that's wise fab as well. Roger? Alright guys, it's been a freaking pretty massive day. I forgot how long it takes to get this car ready. It's been that long. So much freaking money as well. It's insane. So, yeah, everything's been swapped out. I played around with the Ackerman on the front with the wise fab, and I gave it another little sort of eye alignment. According to my eyes, it's got a heap of toe out, so we'll see how that goes. Just went over everything, sort of what I remember, things that sort of not come loose, but I remember have had loose in the past. So just pretty much went over everything I could. Yeah, changed all the fluids through the whole thing. Double check the fire bomb. I just have to make sure I take the pin out tomorrow, so then obviously we can activate the fire cord on that side and the one on this side, and it's got little sprayers everywhere. So if you see these little red sprayers anywhere, that's what that is. It's one on the other side, and it just bombs the whole car. Might look like a big tank, but that thing won't last long at all. So it's kind of like just to save you and your passenger so you can get out quick. Only thing I didn't change is the water or coolant in the radiator system. So yeah, I have started it just to make sure it does run. I forgot how freaking good it sounds. Have a load of this. If anyone knows what that wind down noise is from the turbo, like, has anyone got a Borgie that's done that before? Sounds like a freaking jet engine turning off. I don't know what causes it. I had a Precision on here that did it as well. No idea. If anyone knows, let me know. Right, so I guess I'm ready. I'm gonna load up because we're going to Matsuri tomorrow. Last minute decision because I've pretty much finished vintage now, so it's been 3 months of doing 72-hour weeks, and yeah, life's been pretty crap. I mean, it can always be worse, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm going to go try and clear the brain and the mind and just have a heap of fun tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not going to film me loading this thing up because that's not that exciting. So we'll leave it there, guys, and we're going to go straight to Matsuri. I don't know if it'll be in this video, but it'll be in the next one. Alright, see you.